Hi, my name is Christopher Reed, and I'm a graduating senior at Harvard, and very nice to be speaking with you all, and hopefully I'll be able to work with you over the summer. So, the basic idea for my company of Titan, which is an idea that I had sophomore year, but I didn't have the time or the expertise to fully work on it and pull it off, is that the middle market is systematically underfinanced. And the middle market is where most companies, most job growth, most innovation happens in the United States, and where it's actually happened since the 1980s, despite all the hype around Silicon Valley. And there's two fundamental reasons why the middle market is systematically underfinanced. But it's first important to understand why finance is so important. So, finance is often the catalyst behind different businesses. And so, without finance, businesses grow much more slowly or don't grow at all. And since the middle market has historically been so important, it's projected to be important in the future. Understanding the reasons why the middle market is systematically underfinanced is very important. Uh, the first reason is that investors essentially won't do a deal size below $150 million. The reason for this is fairly straightforward. Of whether it's debt or equity, again, outside of the hot startup scene in Silicon Valley, is that if you're a company that's doing a debt or equity offering below $150 million, the fear is that there aren't going to be enough investors in that stock to make it liquid or to have the price match the underlying fundamentals of the company. And so if investors have the option, then they absolutely won't invest in those things because they don't want to be stuck in a company that doesn't work out, or at the least, they don't want to be stuck in an investment that does not fully reflect all of the hard work and effort that they put in to selecting a good company in the first place. And the other one is another very straightforward reason, which is that if you're a successful mid-market investor, then your fund size is going to grow because more institutional investors are going to invest in you. And so as you become more successful, however, the due diligence costs of doing a particular deal are the same. So whether the deal size is $1 million, $10 million, or $100 million, it is the same amount of cost for you to investigate that company and figure out projections for future cash flows and all the rest of it. And so as you become a more successful middle market investor, you're going to tend to making larger and larger deal sizes because you're going to be able to invest more capital in each analysis that you do that you know is going to work, and that makes more sense for you as a business. And so what you find is that middle market investors actually systematically take themselves out of the middle market and move up into larger and larger companies. And so what this means is that the middle market is systematically underfinanced. And what I want to do at Titan is use the internet on the one hand and the blockchain on the other to combine it into a marketplace model where we can have all of the investors and all the companies looking for investment on one platform, and we can use that to lower due diligence costs, increase the number of companies looking for financing, and eventually we'll be able to do some interesting things with machine learning on analysis itself. But to start with, it's just a fairly straightforward marketplace model combining the internet and the blockchain. And what I think this will do is enable a lot more middle market companies to be financed outside of the domains of current alternative asset managers and investment banks. And that's going to open up a lot of funding in the space, and so therefore a lot of innovation and job growth. And so I think that this is super exciting, and I'm going to be working on it regardless of or not of whether I'm in the ilab. But I'd much rather come over across the river and work with you guys because I've heard a lot of good things. So hopefully I'll be hearing from you soon. And, just reach out to me if you have any more questions. Okay, talk to you soon. Bye-bye.